Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Mike here at Row Comics, and I'm here once again to bring you a little bit of sunshine, at least in this ridiculous and crazy world, by letting you guys know what books are going to be coming out this Wednesday. See, I might not, maybe, okay, maybe that was a little hyperbolic of me. Maybe I'm not bringing you joy, like me personally, but I'm the instrument through which, hopefully, the things that I will be showing you will lead to immense joy this coming Wednesday. And anything that can help lessen the nonsense that's going on in this world currently. Or, I mean, actually, saying currently means that, oh, it just started to happen all of a sudden. No, it's been pretty consistent, but you take your victories where you can get them. So I'm going to be showing you what books will be dropping this Wednesday from DC, from Marvel, and then from a wide assortment of publishers, whether it be Boom, Image, Dark Horse, Aftershock. I'm sure I'm forgetting some other ones, but they'll be there. IDW, they'll be there. Okay, so as always, we always get started. I don't know why. I think perhaps because of all the L's they were taking as far as their cinematic universe and stuff like that, in compared it in relation to Marvel. So I'm like, you know what? I'll give them a W for this. So we'll begin with DC, and it's just been that way ever since. So we'll start with DC here, and the first book we see right here. This is Aquaman: The Becoming. This is the final issue of this 6-issue miniseries. There is cover A by David Talaski. And as soon as I can find the arrow, there is cover B. And this one here is by Carrie Randolph. Next up, see, yeah, enjoy that. Actually, you know what? No, I can't be sarcastic about it because there are actually more than 3 non-Bat titles this week. So, okay. I was going to say enjoy that because that's the only Bat or Bat-related title that there's going to be this week, but there isn't, see? So, this is Batman the Knight. This is issue number 2. This is the Chip Zdarsky book. This is issue number 2 of 10, and this is cover A. And this one here is cover B. This B cover is by Riccardo Federici, and this is the gentleman that is doing the art for Action Comics. I had in my mind, I'm like, is it a Bat book? But no, it's for Action Comics. Here we have Detective Comics. This is issue number 1053. Irvin Rodriguez cover right here. This is cover A. And here is cover B by the always awesome Lee Bermejo. Yeah, and actually, now that the cover A cover has shown up on the monitor there, I'm glad to see that Irvin isn't doing such photorealistic. I mean, yes, it does. Excuse me. It does. It's not as photorealistic as the other previous covers. Excuse me for a second. Okay. So yes, but I am glad. Yeah, I mean, it does look good too. And this is Lee Bermejo's cover. Hey, Bill. How's it going? This is Flash. This is issue number 779. This cover here is by Brandon Peterson, an artist that I really like, and I really wish he would do some more stuff other than covers, but you know what? You take what you can get, right? This one here is the B cover, and this is by Todd Nauck. And there is a C cover this month because it is Black History, and this one here is by Alexis Franklin. And there we have Wally West. Green Lantern, number 11. Remember, see, look at that. That's two in a row that have absolutely nothing to do with Batman or the Bat universe. So, see, this is what we call progress. This is Green Lantern, issue number 11. This is by Bernard Chang. And it says Alex, and I'm going to say it's Alex Gardner. Nope, Alex Sinclair. I was close. I knew it was Alex something. And that's the A cover right there. Here is the B cover, the awesome B cover by Alan Kwa. I hope that's how you pronounce his last name, Alan. I'm sorry if it's not. but your covers are excellent, so you should at least be proud of that instead of some store owner who doesn't know how to pronounce your last name. But I do dig your covers a lot. I wonder if he does any. You know what? I've been meaning to. I probably shouldn't do this on a stream. I should probably just keep going, but I'm actually going to add him on Instagram because I keep forgetting to do that because his covers, his B covers for Green Lantern have been incredible, like literally incredible. There we go. Nice. So I'm gonna go through that later on today. But yeah, there's B. Oh, and there's also apparently a C cover too. This one is also by Alexis Franklin, and this is the Black History variant, Black History Month variant. Justice League. Now, see, I was gonna try to get you guys excited because I'd be like, look, it's the third book, but Batman's in this, so you can't really count this one. But this is Justice League number 72 with this Yannick Paquette cover right there. 3 more issues, they all die. And here is the B cover. This one is by Ariel Olivetti, featuring Black Adam, the hero Black Adam, Dr. Fate. But I'm gonna give it a chance. Definitely. I mean, I'm gonna go see it anyways, but I just Dwayne is really annoying me with this hero stuff. Lunga, how's it going, dude? This is this is actually a pretty cool cover too. I do like it. Of course, I am seeing it at the size of a little thumbnail here, so anything looks good. Yeah, no, looking at the monitor, there it is. It is good. It is good, definitely. Not as good as this one, though. I like this one a lot better. This is Nightwing, issue number 89. This cover here is by the fantastic Bruno Redondo. And this is a connecting cover. There's another part to it. I forgot what issue it is, but take my word for it, it does connect to something else. And here is the B cover by Jamal Campbell. Wanda says Dr. Fate is wearing sneakers. He is? Let's see. No. I gotta wait for it to come back up on the monitor, but I'm almost positive those aren't sneakers. Let's see. They do look sneakerish, but I don't know. I will actually maybe. Yeah, perhaps they are. I don't know. We'll settle the sneaker controversy this Wednesday when I actually have the physical book in my hands. Nubia and the Amazons. This is the issue number 5 of the 6-issue miniseries. So you know what that means. This is the penultimate issue of Nubia and the Amazons. This one here is by Daryl Banks, who I have not seen in a while. He was doing Green Lantern back in the 90s, and I'm glad to see him doing some work again, definitely. And this one is by Juni Ba. I hope that's how you pronounce his or her name. And then there is a Black History Month cover. Now, I have to say, out of all the Alexis Franklin covers that there have been, that I've shown you, this is, I think, number 3. 1, 2, 3. And actually, this might be number 4. I like this one the best. Here we have Robins, issue number 4. And this cover is by Baldemar Rivas. And then there is this one, this Thirst Trap cover by Jen Bartel. Continuing this series of Thirst Trap variant covers, because 1, 2, and 3 had Dick, Jason, and I think it was Tim. So I'm glad to see there being equal opportunity, see? Because this is one of the things that always annoyed me about their Arrow promotion, because they had Stephen Amell and Diggle. They were all topless on the covers. I'm like, hey, come on, equal opportunity, you know? And they never did it. But here, I'm glad to see they're balancing the field there. It's important. Equality. Scooby-Doo, where are you? This is issue number 114. And is that... I can't see it. It's kind of small there. Let's see. Oh, no, I was going to say it looks like Al Capone. But this is my dough and money. You want donuts. Okay. Yes. Got to work on them puns, though. Suicide Squad, King Shark, issue number 6. Sadly, the final issue of this 6-issue miniseries. Trevor Hairsane is handling the art duties on this particular cover. And this one is by... and this ridiculous one is by Tim Seeley. Tim Seeley. So, yeah, there you go. I gave you a couple seconds there to... let's see. Lunga says it's great minus the sneakers, and also they are gold sneakers. I'm not buying into your theory there, at least until I see it. I have to get a better look at it. I'm withholding my my agreements. I can do that. This is America. Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. Oh, this is also the final issue of this miniseries. This series was 8 issues, and this one here is by I'm pretty sure it's by Bilquis Evely. I think it's how you pronounce her name. Yes, and this one here is by Janina Medeiros. And last but not least, we have Wonder Woman. This is issue number 784 by the Dodsons, Terry and Rachel. And this awesome one here, this is by Will Murray. I hope that's how you pronounce the last name. But he's been doing some really cool covers for Wonder Woman. B covers. Yeah, there you go. Awesome. I do like that. I like that a lot. Hopefully they make these posters. I would like to see that. That'd be nice. Over in the MCU, we will get started as soon as I can actually see this side of OBS. And, what does it say? Oh, cool. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, Lunga. This here is Amazing Spider-Man. And, oh wait, actually I gotta see, because I came prepared. I actually have 3 Explorer windows open, so I can tell you guys exactly what it is, because I really, honestly, I'm not BSing you when I'm saying, like, this is small. I cannot see anything, because I just don't want to enlarge OBS. And they have 2 modes. There's studio mode, and then there's non-studio mode. And when you're doing non-studio mode, you can't see what the next window is going to be, and I don't really like that. So I keep it on studio mode, but unfortunately that means it's going to be, like, very, very minuscule. So, first world problems. Amazing Spider-Man. This is issue number 89 right there. And that is an Art Adams cover. I don't even need to see that blown up to know, because that is the one saving grace of Amazing Spider-Man going weekly, is that they have, well, I wouldn't say weekly, because last week was a .BEY cover, but almost weekly. They've been Art Adams covers, and they're all gorgeous. And then you have this one here by Patrick Gleason. And let me, you know what? I'm going to give you a little inside baseball thing here. It's really annoying that when they solicit for these covers, or rather the books, some of the covers they don't show you. This one here is one of them. Now, granted, it's not like the other Patrick Gleason covers, the ones where with the webs and all that. In fact, actually, I'm wearing a shirt, the one that he did the Carnage version of it with the webs. And they do this frequently, and it's not just Marvel, it's DC, it's not just Marvel and DC, it's the other companies too, the smaller companies, where you can't see the cover. Now, mind you, this is a cool cover, but if I was taking his prior work into consideration, I'd be like, okay, well, you know what? Maybe this is another, they called it a webs. That's what they called the other covers that he did. This is a webs cover, so I'm going to order extras because people are going to want to buy it. And then when I finally am able to see it, it's like, oh, well, that's cool too, but this isn't what I wanted. So, not that they're listening, because they don't really care, but they should really stop that sort of practice, because it doesn't, the retailers should be as educated as possible. I mean, literally, and with their product too. But I digress. Here we have Devil's Reign. This is Superior 4, issue number 2. This is a 3-issue miniseries featuring Doc Ock. And if you like Doc Ock, well, this issue, or rather this series, is for you, my friends, because there are so many different deviations of Doc Ock in here. It is not funny. No, really, it's not funny. It's not supposed to be funny. But I'll tell you what is funny, this Superlog variant cover here, because it's funny and it's awesome. Let me wait because I have to confirm it because I do see the small version, but I want to wait. Yes, I do concur. This is an awesome cover. You should see it. Hopefully you have a big screen too. If not, take my word for it. When this comes out on Wednesday, you're going to want to grab it. But this is issue number 2, and there will only be 3, so that's a plus. Here we have Fantastic Four. This is issue number 40 right there. Not exactly sure what is going on there. I do see Reed on the left. I don't know who is on the right. I don't know if it has to do with that Reckoning War thing or whatever. But I do know that Phil Jimenez, friend of the store, actually, he came here, hung out one night. Yeah, I don't know who that is. It just popped up on the monitor over there. He drew this cover, though. And that's what I'll say about that. It's an excellent cover. Excellent. And Phil is a cool dude. This is Hulk number 4. This is Donny Cates' Hulk. I don't know. I think it's Ryan Otley. Yeah. Here we have Iron Fist number 1. This apparently introduces a new Iron Fist. And I don't exactly know who this dude is. But I do know that Danny is going to be in this. So it will have him in addition to this new Iron Fist. I don't know if they've announced or they've led up into who will be the new Iron Fist. Just that that there will be a new one. Then we have this here. This is Marvel Voices. This one here is called Legacy. Okay. This one's called Legacy, and this is who is on this cover? Okay, we got Sam, we got Storm. I think that is Night Thrasher, maybe. Black Panther, T'Challa. I can't see the two on the right. Yeah, well, it's got to be Miles. Miles, and that looks like Spectrum. I think they're calling her Spectrum now, but it's Monica Rambeau. But yeah, this is the new. Well, actually, this is the continuing anthology, but this is the newest issue, and it's just basically a one-shot with if it's an Asian-themed book, they'll have a bunch of Asian creators, and if it's a black theme like this one, they'll have black creators. Last one was indigenous creators, and it's just a anthology with different characters, different artists, different writers, that sort of thing. I like it. This one here is Thor. This is issue number 22. Right there. And here we have, this is the B cover, and this is by David Tulaski. Sorry about that. Let me do this. Here we have Venom. This is issue number 5. And this one here is 10 Lives of Wolverine. This is issue number 3. And last but not least, we have X-Men number 8. And that looks like MODOK. And it looks like he has Jean's mask, her eye, the mask that she wears over her eyes. So who knows what's going on there. I suppose maybe if you read the book, you might know. Yeah, that sounds good. Here we have the Independents now, getting into everything else that is not Marvel or DC. This is Animal Castle. This is issue number 3. This one right here is cover A, and I'm hoping cover B looks correct. Yes. Okay, because this apparently is a wraparound cover, and usually wraparounds don't work well with the way I have OBS set up, so I usually have to rotate them. But here is this. This one here is Homesick Pilots. Now, there are 2 covers for this, But excuse me, but the main cover, it's okay, but it's not necessarily like it's not necessarily as good as this, I should say. And this person that did this, Dialnus, I think is how you say his name or her name. But I got this. I ordered this one instead of the A cover. Here we have Joe Hill's Reign. This is issue number 2. Zoe Thorogood doing the art. Zoe says, I know zero about comics, but like the pretty pictures. Well, you know what? Then you know about comics, because basically comics are essentially a book of pretty pictures. If you get the right comic, because there are other artists, quote unquote, artists out there that really do not draw pretty pictures. But most of the ones I've been showing you, they are pretty. And Zoe's art is really good in here too. And the words are by Stephen King's son. So you get pretty art and a good story. There you go. Here we have the B cover. This one is by Beals. I don't know Beals' first name. I'm sorry, but that is that. Here we have King Spawn. This is issue number 7. This is cover A. And here is cover B. Now this one is by Behrens. I don't know Behrens' first name. I am sorry. And this one is by, I want to say Javi Fernandez. But his last name is Fernandez. Oh, MSK. Oh, it didn't even come up on the... This one here is Knighted. This is issue number 4. This is a 5-issue miniseries, so that means that this is the penultimate issue of this series. And this has actually been pretty good. Of course, I'm only on issue number 2, but you know what? They're both good. And I do like Mark Teixeira's artwork in here. And that is not Mark Teixeira, the ex-first baseman of the New York Yankees, but a different Mark Teixeira who did Ghost Rider in the 90s. Here we have Maniac of New York. And there are quite a few Maniacs in New York, but this particular one here is walking around wearing a hockey mask. And actually, you know, okay, that doesn't specify, get any more specific, because there are other people like that too. But this is issue number 3. This is the sequel to the original Maniac of New York. This one is called Bronx is Burning. And then there is a C cover. I don't know why it's C, but, and this is an homage. I believe Don Heck is doing the art. Here we have Nyx, NYX. That's how I'm pronouncing it. And this is Rose Besh, who did this cover here. She's not doing the interiors, though, unfortunately. This is cover A. Here is cover C, which means that apparently cover B did not impress me. This one is by Viganti. And then there's this one here, which is cover D by Matoni. And believe me, there are actually a couple more letters in here too, but I just capped it off at 3 because these are the 3 that I liked. Here we have Primordial. This, unfortunately, is the final issue of this 6-issue miniseries, although it is a good thing because now I'm going to go back and I'm going to read all of them, because I've only read issue number 1 and then I stopped and I was like, you know what, I'm going to wait till they all come out and just read it all in one clip. But this cover here is by Andrea Sorrentino. This one here, I hate to say it, is by Brian Michael Bendis, but it is by Brian Michael Bendis. And this one is by Shimizu. And actually, I've liked the C covers for this run. But Sorrentino's covers have been good too, but I prefer these. But I'm getting all 3 covers, but just... here we have A Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. This is issue number 5. I thought this was going to be a miniseries. I'm happy to see that it's not. Because usually what they'll do is they'll put, like, you know, number 5 of whatever. 8, 10, 12, whatever it is. But there is none of that here, so this is an ongoing. And it's by Rick Remender and Andre Lima Arujo. Here we have Silver Coin. This is issue number 9. Michael Walsh handling the art duties, and each issue has a different writer, which is actually cool. I mean, because at least, you know, there are people, such as myself, who do complain about consistent art, and at least here, you'll have consistent art, but different writers. And this one is by Vita Ayala. And this is the B cover by someone named Rifkin. And actually, I'd like to see this one large. Let me see. It's going to come up any second. Yeah, I'd go with this one. The other one's nice too, but I'd go with this one. Here we have Time Before Time. This is issue number 10. This is cover A by Declan Shalvey. And here we have cover B by Andrade. And I'm pretty sure that's not the AEW wrestler. No longer WWE. Here we have Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, although those are not the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the cover, but this is issue number 126. This is cover A. And remember what I said earlier? See, it's all cyclical. It's going back to earlier comments about how they do not show us the cover. Well, there's a B cover that Kevin Eastman is drawing, but they did not have the image for it. And, that's funny, too, because it drops in 4 days. And they still haven't put the image up so people can see it. So, see, this is what I and other retailers work with here. Way to go, guys. Here we have Vampires. This is a Halloween one-shot special edition. I don't exactly know why all of those words are in that sentence there, nor do I know why they're putting out a Vampire Halloween special or Halloween one-shot special edition in February, but I'll have it. And this is the B cover. The only thing I don't even want to assume, so I won't even hazard a guess. No theories, no nothing. Just Walking Dead Deluxe number 33. Looks like we're in the issue where Michonne happens to confront the governor, and it does not end well for him. Let me tell you that. This is David Finch doing the A cover right here. Here is the B cover by Charlie Adlard. And then we have this C cover by Mike Del Mundo. And last but not least for this week is What's the Furthest Place from Here? This is issue number 4. And this cover here is by Boss, B-O-S-S. And this one here is by Ryan Stegman. This is the variant cover B. And they're also doing like 3 other covers too, but one's like a 1 in 25, the other one's like a 1 in 50, and I think the last one's like a 1 in 100, and it's like too much, guys, too much. So that, my friends, is it. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in, watching, hanging out, commenting, and everything else. And as I said, hopefully this will bring joy and pleasure to you this Wednesday. There's some good books in here, so if you have a comic book store near you, then by all means go check them out and grab some stuff. But especially look at that Thor cover. Did you see? I don't know if you guys saw it. Actually, it's a thumbnail. That Thor cover is awesome. That's why I made it a thumbnail. Let me see if it pops up again. Oh, there it is. Yeah, see? But yeah, there's definitely some good stuff in here. So if you do not have a comic book store near you, I do ship stuff out to people. And feel free. Just there's those links there. RogueComics.online, Rogue Comics CT, and Rogue Comics there. One is for Facebook. The other one is for Twitter and Instagram. Feel free to drop me a line, and we can get something going, and I can get some of this stuff in your hands, which is where some of them deserve to be. Beautiful books coming out this week. Yes, ma'am, there are, definitely. Some of these covers are incredible, too. Like, there's that Thor cover again. It just keeps, I'm definitely getting that. And I'm not even, like, that big of a Thor fan. I mean, he's okay. And I did, like, Walt Simonson's run back in the 80s, 337 and stuff like that. But that cover is awesome right there. So, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you want to, take that little... as Chillmonger and Jaded and I were having a conversation. There's a graphic there. If you want to do any of those things, feel free to do it. I would appreciate it, definitely. But that's it. As always, guys, I thank you very much, and I hope you have a great new comic book. Take care.